Your nerves might be under attack, and you don't even know it. Tingling, numbness, burning sensations, they seem minor, but they could be the first signs of nerve damage. And if you ignore them, things can get worse, fast. The good news? There are 3 powerful herbs that can help repair damaged nerves naturally. They're cheap, effective, and backed by science. But here's the catch. Most doctors won't mention them. Why? You're about to find out. Stick around, because herb number 3 might just change your life. Have you ever felt pins and needles in your hands or feet? Let me know in the comments. Herb number 1, lion's mane. Let's talk about something that could change the way your body heals itself, especially when it comes to damaged nerves. It's not a pill. It's not some high-tech machine. It's actually a mushroom, but not just any mushroom. I'm talking about lion's mane. You've probably never seen anything like it. It's white, shaggy, and kind of looks like a fluffy pom-pom. But don't let the looks fool you. This mushroom is a nerve-healing powerhouse. And while it's been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine, modern science is now catching up and confirming what those ancient healers already knew. Lion's mane helps repair damaged nerves. How? It all starts with something called nerve growth factor. Think of NGF as the construction manager for your nervous system. It tells your body where to repair, where to rebuild, and how to grow new nerve cells. Without enough NGF, your nerves don't regenerate properly. They stay damaged, inflamed, and dysfunctional. But when lion's mane enters the picture, NGF production kicks into gear, and your body starts to heal from the inside out. This is why researchers are so excited about lion's mane. It doesn't just help you feel better, it helps you heal better. It promotes the growth of new neurons, helps restore damaged ones, and even protects against future nerve damage. That's huge for anyone dealing with neuropathy, nerve pain, numbness, tingling, or even brain fog and memory issues. But let me be clear, this isn't a quick fix. Nerve healing takes time. What lion's mane does is give your body the tools and signals it needs to speed that process up. Now you might be asking, okay, but how do I actually take this thing? Great question. The most common way to use lion's mane is in supplement form, either as a capsule or powder. And here's where you need to pay attention, because not all supplements are created equal. You want a product made from the fruiting body of the mushroom, not the mycelium. What's the difference? The fruiting body is the part that grows above ground. That's where most of the active compounds are. The mycelium, on the other hand, is like the root system, and a lot of low-quality products use just that, mixed with grain filler, which means you're basically paying for glorified mushroom-flavored rice. So check the label. It should say 100% fruiting body and ideally dual extracted. That means it's gone through both water and alcohol extraction to pull out all the beneficial compounds. That's the gold standard. Dosage. Most people start with around 500 to 1,000 milligrams per day. Some go up to 2,000 depending on their needs. You can take it in the morning, with food, or split the dose throughout the day. Just remember, consistency is key. This isn't something you take once and expect miracles. You need to give your body time to rebuild. Now here's a little trick to boost absorption. Take lion's mane with a healthy fat. Why? Because many of its active compounds are fat soluble. That means your body absorbs them much better when there's fat present. So if you're taking it in the morning, try pairing it with a few nuts, a bit of avocado, or a spoon of olive oil. It's a small step that makes a big difference. Some people also brew lion's mane as a tea or even cook with it. Yes, it's edible. In fact, some chefs love it for its seafood-like texture. But honestly, most people prefer the convenience of capsules or powder, easier, faster, and more consistent. Now let's talk safety. Lion's mane is considered very safe for most people. Side effects are rare, but a few report mild digestive discomfort, especially if taken on an empty stomach. And of course, if you're pregnant, nursing, or taking medications, it's always smart to check with your doctor first. But overall, this is one of the most promising natural solutions out there for nerve regeneration. It's affordable, it's accessible, and it works with your body, not against it. And let's not forget the brain benefits. Lion's mane has also been shown to support memory, focus, and mental clarity. That's because it doesn't just help peripheral nerves, it also supports the brain. In fact, some early studies suggest it might even help protect against cognitive decline and conditions like Alzheimer's. So whether you're dealing with nerve pain in your hands and feet, or you just want to stay sharp and focused as you age, this mushroom is worth looking into. Here's the bottom line. Nerve damage doesn't have to be permanent. Your body has the ability to heal. Sometimes it just needs a little help, and lion's mane could be that help. But don't stop here. because the next herb on this list is just as powerful. It comes from a tiny green leaf used for centuries in India. It boosts nerve regeneration, calms inflammation, and even improves your response to stress, all at the same time. And chances are, you've never even heard of it. Let's dive into it next. Herb number 2, Bacopa monnieri. Now let's move on to the second herb. And if you've never heard of it, don't worry, most people haven't. But once you understand what it does for your nerves, memory, and even your stress levels, you'll wonder why no one ever told you about it. It's called Bacopa monnieri. This tiny leafy plant grows in the wetlands of India and has been used for over 3,000 years in Ayurvedic medicine. Why? Because it works. And not just for calming the mind or improving focus, but for repairing damaged nerves at a deep cellular level. Here's the deal. Your nervous system is like an electrical grid. It sends signals, processes sensations, and controls how your muscles move. But when your nerves are damaged, whether from diabetes, injuries, inflammation, or even aging, that whole system gets thrown off. The result? Numbness, burning pain, poor coordination, brain fog, even memory loss. And that's where Bacopa comes in. It does 3 things incredibly well. First, it reduces oxidative stress, one of the leading causes of nerve damage. Oxidative stress happens when your body builds up too many harmful molecules called free radicals. These free radicals attack your cells, including nerve cells, causing them to weaken and break down. Bacopa is loaded with antioxidants that neutralize these free radicals and protect your nerves from further damage. Second, Bacopa enhances nerve communication. It helps your neurons send signals more efficiently, which is huge for people experiencing neuropathy or brain fog. Studies have shown that people who take Bacopa consistently experience better memory retention, faster recall, and improved cognitive performance. That's why it's often used as a brain tonic in Ayurvedic medicine. And third, this one's big, it stimulates nerve repair. Bacopa actually encourages the regeneration of nerve endings, known as dendrites. These are the little branches that connect one neuron to another. More healthy dendrites mean better communication across your nervous system and better function overall. But here's what really sets Bacopa apart. It doesn't just help your body heal, it helps your mind relax. That's right, Bacopa is also a powerful adaptogen, which means it helps your body adapt to stress. And chronic stress, as you may know, is a major factor in both brain fog and nerve damage. When your body is constantly in fight or flight mode, your nerves stay inflamed and overactive. Bacopa helps calm that storm. So how do you take it? Most people use Bacopa as a supplement, usually in capsule or tablet form. The standard dose ranges from 300 to 600 milligrams per day, depending on the extract. Look for one that's standardized to 20% bacosides. Those are the active compounds responsible for its effects. You can also find it in powders or liquid tinctures, though capsules are the easiest to dose consistently. Some people even brew it as a tea, but be warned, it's bitter. Not undrinkable, but definitely an acquired taste. One important thing to know, Bacopa takes time. It's not a stimulant. You won't feel a jolt of energy or focus the first time you take it. This herb works gradually, building up in your system over weeks. Most people start to notice real improvements in memory, clarity, and nerve symptoms after about 4 to 6 weeks of consistent use. And just like with lion's mane, consistency is everything. This is about healing from the inside out, not masking symptoms. Give your body time to absorb and respond. Now let's talk about side effects, because transparency matters. Bacopa is generally well tolerated, but a few people experience mild digestive discomfort, like nausea or cramping, especially when they first start. That's usually because they take it on an empty stomach. To avoid that, take it with food, preferably something with a bit of healthy fat, which can also help with absorption. And as always, if you're taking medications, especially sedatives, antidepressants, or thyroid meds, talk to your doctor before adding Bacopa. It's natural, yes, but it's also potent. So what's the bottom line? If your nerves are damaged, if your memory feels slower, if you're overwhelmed by stress, Bacopa monnieri could be a game changer. It protects your nervous system, encourages healing, sharpens your mind, and calms your body, all in one tiny plant. And remember, herbs like Bacopa don't just work in isolation. When combined with the right nutrients, habits, and lifestyle choices, their effects are even more powerful. You're not just masking symptoms, you're giving your body what it needs to truly recover. And if you thought Bacopa was impressive, just wait until you hear about the next herb. It's the least known on this list, and yet for nerve pain and inflammation, It might be the most powerful of all. Let's dive into it next. Herb number 3, Mulungu. Now let's talk about a hidden gem, an herb that's barely mentioned in mainstream medicine, yet has been used for generations to calm the body, soothe the nerves, and relieve deep, persistent pain. Its name is Mulungu, and if you suffer from nerve damage, inflammation, or burning pain in your hands, feet, or back, this could be exactly what your body's been waiting for. Mulungu is a tree native to South America, and its bark has long been used by traditional healers to treat insomnia, anxiety, and nervous system imbalances. But here's what's fascinating. Recent research is now revealing that Mulungu does much more than just relax the mind. It has powerful neuroprotective and anti-inflammatory effects, especially for people dealing with neuropathy and nerve pain. Let me break it down for you. When your nerves are damaged, whether from diabetes, autoimmune conditions, injuries, or even just aging, they often become inflamed. This inflammation irritates the nerves, making them overactive and hypersensitive. That's what causes the sharp, burning, electric sensations that so many people describe. Mulungu works by calming the storm. It contains natural compounds like erythrine and hypofourin, which act directly on the central nervous system. These compounds help reduce nerve excitability, meaning they quiet down those overactive pain signals. At the same time, Mulungu helps reduce the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines, which are the chemical messengers your body uses to keep inflammation going. So in simple terms, Mulungu calms the nerves, soothes the pain, and reduces inflammation all at once. And here's something even more interesting. Unlike many pharmaceutical nerve pain treatments, Mulungu doesn't just dull your senses, it actually supports the nervous system's balance. That means you stay alert but calm, relaxed but focused, pain-free without feeling drugged. Now, how do you use it? Mulungu is usually taken as a tea, a tincture, or in capsule form. If you want the traditional experience, tea is the way to go. You just simmer a small amount of Mulungu bark in water for about 10 to 15 minutes. The taste is earthy, slightly bitter, but very soothing. If you prefer convenience, capsules or liquid extracts are easy to find online or at health stores. Just make sure the product is pure Mulungu extract with no unnecessary fillers. A typical dosage ranges from 250 to 500 milligrams, 1 to 2 times a day, depending on your needs and the concentration. And yes, Mulungu is incredibly effective when taken in the evening. Why? Because one of its other well-known benefits is deep restorative sleep, and sleep is crucial for nerve repair. Your body does most of its healing while you sleep. So when you combine the anti-inflammatory effects of Mulungu with better rest, your nervous system finally has a chance to recover. Let's talk safety. Like all powerful herbs, Mulungu needs to be used with care. In moderate doses, it's very safe for most people. But because it naturally lowers blood pressure and acts as a mild sedative, you should avoid mixing it with alcohol, sleeping pills, or other medications that have similar effects. And if you have low blood pressure, be cautious. Always start with a small dose and see how your body responds. Also, avoid using Mulungu daily for long periods without breaks. It's best used in cycles, like 5 days on, 2 days off, or only during flare-ups of pain and inflammation. That way you get the benefits without your bodybuilding tolerance. So why haven't you heard of this herb before? Simple. It's not profitable. Mulungu can't be patented. It grows wild, it's cheap, and it doesn't come with a high price tag of prescription nerve medications. But in terms of natural relief, especially for nerve pain and stress, it might be one of the most underrated remedies out there. Here's the big picture. If you're dealing with nerve damage, the goal isn't just to numb the pain, it's to heal. Lion's mane rebuilds, Bacopa protects and sharpens. And Mulungu, it calms the storm so your body can actually recover. Used together, or even on their own, these herbs offer a powerful, natural path toward nerve repair. No more living in pain. No more settling for a life of numbness, burning, and discomfort. You have options. Your body can heal. And now, you know where to start. But before we wrap up, there's one more thing you should know. These herbs work even better when combined with specific nutrients that support nerve health. If you're curious about how to build a full recovery plan using herbs, foods, and natural strategies, that's coming up next. There you have it, 3 powerful herbs your doctor probably won't mention, but your nerves desperately need. Lion's mane rebuilds, Bacopa protects, Mulungu calms and soothes. Together they support real healing, not just symptom relief. Your body can regenerate if you give it the right tools. Ready to take the next step? Hit that next video and let's keep rebuilding, one nerve at a time.